Greetings of the day. I, Chavi Gupta, welcome you all in today's session. In the previous session, we have discussed about the heterotrophic nutrition, the that is parasitic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition, insectivorous nutrition, or insectivorous plants. Now we have one more type, that is symbiotic relationship. We will discuss over here. Now, what do you mean by symbiosis? First, as the word symbiosis is made from two words, symbiosis is made from two words, that is sim and bio. Sim means together and bio means life, meaning that living together, life is living beings. So, wherever the living beings are living together, it is known as symbiosis. But it is a close and long term interaction between biological species, means two different species are living together. It is known as symbiosis. Now for example, plants are pollinated by honeybee. Plants को किसने pollinate किया? Honeybee ने. Pollination means that you will see this diagram. This is your honeybee and this is your yellow color. This yellow color is your anther, which is actually made from pollen grains. Fine. When honeybee when honeybee sits on this flower, these pollen grains will stick. This pollen grain will stick to the honeybee body structure. Now what will happen? It goes to another flower. It sits on them. So it transfers the pollen grain. Fine. When it transfers the pollen grain, it will help in reproduction, means production of new flowers. So actually what is going on, that you will see honeybee sits on the flower. Honeybee flower के ऊपर sit करती है. Then this pollen grain sticks to honeybee's body. Fine. It sticks. It moves to another flower. So there the pollen grains will stick. Okay. Now what does the honeybee get? Honeybee actually gets the nectar from the flower. We all know that honeybee gets the nectar from the flower. But in meanwhile, when honeybee sits on the flower, the pollen grain sticks to the honeybee body and moves to another flower. This is actually known as symbiosis. Now, how it takes place in plants? That plants are pollinated by honeybee, but at the same time, bees collect nectar from the flower. Both the species are being in a mutual relationship, means both are benefiting the others. So it is known as symbiosis. Now pollination is explained to you that it is a transfer of pollen grains from one flower to another. And for pollination means आपको जब एक flower से दूसरे flower पे pollen grains transfer कराना है, you need an agent, the medium through which you can transfer. And here the medium is your honey bee, or you can say it as agent, which helps in transfer of pollen grains. So actually both the species are benefited. Plants are benefited as the honeybee helps in transfer of pollen grains, and honeybee as the flower gives nectar. So this is a kind of example of symbiosis. Now what is actually symbiotic relationship? It is a type of close and long term biological interaction between two different biological organisms. In the previous example, we have seen that flower is a different organism and honeybee are different. So both different organisms are being in a relationship. It is known as symbiosis. Now you have next line, that it in this both the organisms may be benefited or not. It might be possible that one organism is benefiting or second is not. So it is not necessary that every time both the organisms are being benefited, मतलब दोनों को फ़ायदा हो ये कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है. Sometimes or in some examples that one organism is benefiting and another is not. So it might be possible that it is a one-side relationship. Now second example is your lichen for symbiotic relationship. Now what is lichen? Lichen is made from two organisms, that is fungi and algae. This is your fungi and this is your algae. As algae is green in color, so it prepares their food वो अपना खाना फूड खुद बनाएगी, क्योंकि ग्रीन कलर इट कंटेन्स क्लोरोफिल मॉलिक्यूल, एंड इफ इट कंटेन्स क्लोरोफिल मॉलिक्यूल इट हेल्प्स इन photosynthesis. When it do photosynthesis it make its own food. Fine. So what is the function of algae? That it prepares its own food by the process of photosynthesis. But we know that fungi is saprophytic, means it survive on dead and decaying organisms. Fine. It is a saprotroph. Saprophytic nutrition derive करेगी, dead and decaying पे survive करेगी. एंड वी ऑल नो दैट डेड एंड डिकेइंग पे कोई भी रहना पसंद नहीं करता, कोई भी उसके पास जाना पसंद नहीं करता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल वी नो दैट पपाया व्हेन इट इज़ रॉटन or when fungus get on it we used to throw it them. So that means we are moving away from that part. So what is actually fungi doing? It is giving you protection. It is giving you protection. Fine. So what is the function of fungi? Is it gives you protection, and algae it gives you food by the process of photosynthesis. So what is lichen? That it needs protection and it algae prepare food. Now so actually fungi is giving the protection and algae is preparing the food. So when both are living together it is known as lichen, where the fungi gives protection and shelter and algae in return give food to the fungi. Now we have studied that what is a symbiotic relationship, but how it is being benefited in plants. In some plants, say leguminous plant, what will happen? They needs nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. We get by manures and by fertilizers. Manures and fertilizers are the chemicals that enrich the soil. Means soils के अंदर nutrient content को increase करते हैं. It can be chemically synthesized. If it is chemically synthesized, it is known as fertilizer. But if it is made in your house or by yourself, so it is known as manure. See, manure and fertilizer is the difference. It is an inorganic substance and it is an organic substance. Organic and inorganic means organic which is prepared from dead and from raw materials, from rotten materials or your waste over materials like vegetable peels, fruit peels, your chapati. You put it in a container and close the tin. So you will, after some time you will get some slurry and it is known as a manure. Fine. But in fertilizers it is an inorganic, means अब chemically lab में synthesize करे कुछ chemicals के through. So it is an inorganic substance. It is obtained by chemicals. It is obtained by decomposition of natural substances as cattle dung, human waste and plant residue. यही हमने आपको बोला अभी. Now it is prepared in factories. It is prepared in fields. आप directly fields में prepare कर सकते हैं इसे. A fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil. Humus is a rich content nutrient where more of the contents are present in the more of the nutrients are present in soil. But fertilizer does not have any humus content. But manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. So nitrogen nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium are found in large quantities because they are specific. Fertilizers are specific but manures are not specific. So it contains the nutrients but in equal quantities. Excessive use of manure you can use in excess. आप जितना मर्जी मैन्योर यूज़ कीजिए आपकी फील्ड को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, कोई डिजीज़ नहीं होगी, कुछ नहीं होगा, किसी चीज़ की कमी नहीं होगी, किसी न्यूट्रिएंट की कमी नहीं होगी. बिकॉज व्हेन यू ऐड मैन्योर यू आर एडिंग ऑल द न्यूट्रिएंट्स इन सेम क्वांटिटी. बट व्हेन यू ऐड फर्टिलाइजर्स इट विल लीड टू एक्सेस ऑफ वन न्यूट्रिएंट एंड डेफिशिएंसी ऑफ अनदर न्यूट्रिएंट. सपोज आपने नाइट्रोजन का फर्टिलाइजर ऐड किया, so what will happen that it will lead to excess of nitrogen in the fields, but side by side it will lead to deficiency, कमी. और कमी किसकी होगी? अदर न्यूट्रिएंट्स लाइक फॉस्फोरस की कमी होगी आपकी फील्ड में. बट मैन्योर के केस में ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. सो ऑब्वियसली जब किसी चीज़ की कमी और ज़्यादा होगी तो वहाँ पे सॉइल का बैलेंस नहीं रहेगा, तो उसकी वजह से आपके सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी ख़राब हो जाती है. बट मैन्योर के केस में आपके सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी ख़राब नहीं होती. अब फर्टिलाइजर सोर्स ऑफ वाटर पोल्यूशन हो सकता है बिकॉज आप एक्सेस में यूज़ करते हैं. यू वांट मोर एंड मोर इल्ड. बट मैन्योर के केस में आपको ऐसा कोई सॉइल का टेक्सचर या सॉइल की कैपेबिलिटीज़ ख़राब नहीं होती, बल्कि वहाँ पे साइड बाय साइड आपके सॉइल की वाटर कैपेसिटी इम्प्रूव होती है, वाटर को रिस्टोर करने की कैपेसिटी इंक्रीज होती है, सॉइल का टेक्सचर इम्प्रूव होता है. ना आपने देखा कि हमें मैन्यूर्स एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स ऐड करे सॉइल में. ना ऐड करने के बाद what will happen that आपने सॉइल में न्यूट्रिएंट्स ऐड कर दिए, बट स्टिल प्लांट्स में कुछ न्यूट्रिएंट्स ऑलरेडी आपको एटमॉस्फेयर से चाहिए होते हैं. लाइक आप CO2 लेते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर से, आप नाइट्रोजन भी ऐड कर लेते हैं सॉइल के अंदर, बट समटाइम्स आपके कुछ प्लांट्स ऐसे हैं जो नाइट्रोजन को सॉइल के अंदर फिक्स करने की कैपेबिलिटीज़ रखते हैं. लाइक आपका राइजोबियम बैक्टीरिया. Like you have a rhizobium bacteria. What it does that it is a leguminous plant. Leguminous plants जो भी होते हैं आपके, उसमें नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिंग कैपेबिलिटीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा होती हैं. वो सॉइल में नाइट्रोजन फिक्स कर सकते हैं डायरेक्टली टेकिंग फ्रॉम एटमॉस्फेयर. आप एटमॉस्फेयर से डायरेक्टली नाइट्रोजन लीजिए, आप उसे डायरेक्टली फिक्स कर सकते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर से सॉइल के अंदर. सो वो कौन करता है? दैट इज़ डन बाय योर राइजोबियम. फाइन. अब राइजोबियम ने सॉइल से नाइट्रोजन ली, उसे सॉल्युबल फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट किया. सॉल्युबल फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करने के बाद प्लांट्स उसे रूट्स के थ्रू ले लेते हैं. नाउ जब प्लांट्स ने लिया तो प्लांट्स से यूज़ कर लेते हैं. सो व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन दैट प्लांट्स गिव्स न्यूट्रिशन टू rhizobium bacteria, and rhizobium bacteria is helping in fixing the nitrogen in the soil so that plants take it up. So it is a kind of symbiotic relationship. Let's see a video how they fix the nitrogen.
Friends, like us, plants also require a lot of nitrogen to make proteins. So they absorb nitrogen continuously from the soil, due to which the amount of nitrogen becomes deficient. As you all know, that there is 78% of nitrogen present in our atmosphere, but plants cannot use it in the manner directly as they can use carbon dioxide. They require nitrogen in soluble form. The bacterium called rhizobium can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into a soluble form. These bacteria live in the roots of gram, peas, mung beans, and other legumes and provide them with nitrogen. In return, the plants provide food and shelter to the bacteria. Thus, we can say that rhizobium shows a symbiotic relationship.
I hope you get to know how the rhizobium is a symbiotic relationship and how it fixes the nitrogen in the soil. Now, what we have studied is symbiosis, lichen, nutrient replenishment, and fertilizer and manure. Now, you have a question that I have told you that some symbiotic relationships are benefited from both the sides, like in lichen and symbiotic that in rhizobium. But there is a kind of relationship in which one is benefited and one is not. You have to answer over here that an example where one organism is benefiting and another is on harm. Please do answer. That's all for today. Thank you.